everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stacy. Before we get into this video, please don't forget to like this video, leave your comments down below, as well as please share this video with someone. Today I want to talk about, this is actually part 2 of a video that I did on last week titled Stop Ignoring the Red Flags. And the reason I want to do a part 2 to that video was because I really didn't say everything that I wanted to say, and also because I got a lot of feedback, not just in the comment section, but I got emails concerning it, and it was kind of real touchy, because when I began to read the comments and then looking at the stuff that I keep seeing on the news and what's going on with women and the men that they have been involved with, I am just blown away, and it just really is heavy on me, because I know that there are a lot of women that tend to stay in relationships that they know that they should get out. Their family, their friends, everybody is telling them that they need to get out, but for whatever reason they stay in. And one thing that I saw over and over when I was reading the comments and the emails and things, were when women stay in relationships because they feel like, well, I know what to expect from him, so I'll stay in it. You know, if I go out, leave him and go get with somebody else, they might be the same way or worse, so I'm familiar with this, so I'll just go ahead and stay here. Let me tell y'all about that familiar ground thing. I was guilty of that too. Not in an abusive relationship, but just in a dead-end relationship. It's like, that was my backup plan. I knew what to expect over here. So when I got tired of this, I would go do whatever, date whoever, and then, okay, well, you know what? Here we go with this again. So I might as well go on back over here and deal with this nonsense, because this is what I'm familiar with. This is what I know what to expect here. But this is the thing with that. When you know a relationship is a dead end, and it's not going to go anywhere, just trying to hold on for whatever reason, it's not going to make it better. It's going to prolong you healing. It's going to prolong you starting over. It's going to prolong the process. And a lot of times we stay in things way longer than we need to, should to, and we think everybody's trying to tell us what to do, whether it's family or friends. Oh, they don't want to see me with nobody. They don't want to see me happy. But the truth is, are you really happy? And don't just think that people are saying things because, oh, well, you know, she can't tell me nothing. She ain't never in no relationship. You know, she's forever switching boyfriends or girlfriends or whoever. And so she don't know nothing. A lot of times when you see people that do that, it's because that is somebody who is not going to tolerate anything. Let me tell you, I used to truly be that person. I would go, when I would meet somebody and them red flags start showing up, because I remember this one person told me, and he used to always say it in a joking manner, and I ain't never like it. He used to always say little stuff like, I'm gonna kill you. Who? I'm like, no, you're not. Yes, I am. You go. I'm gonna kill you. You don't. That's not funny. That's not something you say. That's not something you joke about. And I'm like, you know what? He might be lying. I don't know. He might just be talking. But what you don't do is you don't play with me like that. You don't threaten me in a joking manner and think it's okay. I know my self-worth, and that is what usually happens. When somebody have went through something for so long, you start to think that it's normal. Or you start to think that's all I deserve. I don't deserve any better. I'm getting what I deserve. No. You don't deserve to be talked to in a kind of way. You don't deserve to be cheated on repeatedly. You don't deserve to be hit on. You don't deserve to be neglected. No. You have to learn your self-worth. And that's where the self-love come in at. If you don't know how to love and embrace yourself, then it's hard. You have a false perception of what love is supposed to look like. And I remember I had an aha moment some years ago. And I remember I was like, do I even know what real love is? And I remember I was praying and talking, and I heard a voice say, plain as day, you only know what you know of a perverted love, not a true agape love. Not meaning, oh, it's a crazy love. It was a false love. You love what you think love is supposed to be. You fell in love with what people presented to you. The falsehood of love, when that really wasn't it. They loved you as long as you did what they wanted to do. They loved you as long as you said and act the way they wanted you to. As long as they could manipulate you and get you to do what they wanted you to do. Long as you didn't speak up, they loved you. Long as you didn't speak your mind, they loved you. Long as you didn't use your voice, they loved you. Long as you stayed in the house and cut yourself off from people, or long as you just hung out with them, they loved you. But the moment you start speaking up, start using your voice, start stepping out and saying, look, then all of a sudden they don't love you. Oh, because now I can't manipulate you. You are no use to me. That is what I dealt with. I have always dealt with this thing of the very thing that drew people to me, that attracted the men to me, were the very things that they didn't like about me once we started dating. They loved the fact that I kept myself up. They loved the fact that I kept myself looking nice, and I was this person that wasn't jealous and wasn't clingy. They loved that in the beginning. But then as soon as we got into a relationship, then all of a sudden that all became a problem. I like to look nice. I fix myself up, even to go to the store, to go to the mailbox. I don't step outside the house looking in the kind of way. And that became a problem because it was like, where you going? You got to do all that to go to the store? Yeah, I do. I'm not clingy. You act like you don't care. You have a nonchalant attitude. It's not that. But I know personal space, and I respect that. Everybody need their me time. And when you do things that I don't like, I'm going to speak up on it. I'm not the one that, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to upset them or whatever. Okay, well, you go get upset, because if it's something that you're saying or doing that I don't like, that makes me feel some kind of way, I'm going to speak on it. And I expect for you to do the same thing. A lot of times when you find people that if you tell them you don't like something they're saying or doing, and it becomes an argument or it becomes confrontational, that's a red flag. And I can't say this enough. Ignoring red flags will cost you your life. You have to stop being, and I hate to say desperate, but that's what it comes down to. You're so desperate for love. And we all have been in that stage in our life because we all want to be loved. But love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't have you crying and questioning who you are. Love don't have you depressed. Love make you happy. Love make you want to do better, to be better. Love make you excited to see that person when they come around. But if you find yourself, when they come around, your whole demeanor change because now you got to walk on eggshells, that's not love. And sometimes you have to learn to walk. You got to learn to walk away. But this the thing. So many women, we're afraid to be by ourselves. Y'all, it's okay to be by yourself. I spent the majority of my adult life by myself, not in real relationships. And it became to a point where I remember I had a conversation with a friend one day, and because I was feeling some kind of way to be, I'm like, why you got these different people, why you have never tried to like set me up on a blind date or something like that? And her response was, well, the truth is, I ain't think you want to date anybody. I mean, you 1 minute you're dating, the next minute you like, huh? Oh no, I ain't dating him no. And that was the thing. Like, clients would come in, they were like, oh, how your friend? I'm like, who? And I was like, what, because, and I'm being honest, it's not cute, but it's the truth. This is my story. And I'm like, who? What's his name? Oh no, no, honey, I won't finna deal with that. Because I'm like, this is my thing. I don't take people through drama and unnecessary foolishness, and I'm just not gonna allow nobody to do me like that. I don't require you to jump through hoops to be with me and be around me. Therefore, I'm not finna jump through hoops. I don't require you to kiss my behind, and I'm not finna kiss your behind. That's just always been my attitude. And I'm like this, and I've always been like this. If I got to go through all of this, and if I can't be myself around you, if I got to watch everything I say and do because you're that sensitive, then it's going to be a problem, because I'm not going to always be mindful. And that's where you have to learn. The red flags are there. The writing is on the wall. Stop trying to stay in something when you know it has ran its course. Because what happens is hurt people. When you find people that they don't, when a person loves you, and when a person is just tolerating you. When a person just keeping you around, just keep you around. And you also know those that if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you. You know those type of people. Nobody has to point that person out or say that to you. You know the type, the people that you're involved with. And if you're in a relationship where you know that this person is no good for you, and then you need to work on an exit plan. I'm not saying jump up the next day and leave the house and pack everything and go. If you have established a lot of things with them, you're going to need an exit plan. But if you really don't want to be in it anymore, because this is the thing. A lot of times we as friends and family, we try to convince our friends that person is no good for them, but until they come to that conclusion. And a lot of times we don't realize, and I said this in several videos, and I'm saying this again, when you find yourself always attracting toxic people and being in toxic relationships, it's time to examine yourself. Why am I attracting this type of person? Why do I think that it's okay to be in a relationship like this? Why do I think it's okay that he or she talked to me like that? Why do I think that's okay? Because there's something wrong with me. It's not them. They can only do what you allow them to do. What is wrong with me? And sometimes we allow so much stuff that it get to a point that nobody have any boundaries anymore. Kind of like, oh, she gonna put up with it. She gonna deal with it. At some point, you got to say, I mean more to me. I deserve better. And if I got to be by myself, then I'll be by myself. Because in that time of being by yourself, I'm telling you what's going to happen. For one, you're going to start out a little sad and lonely. But I guarantee you, if you stay busy, if you start to read things that's going to improve you and improve your self-confidence and improve your self-esteem, you will begin to find out there are some things that a lot of things have changed about you. There are things that you used to like that you don't like anymore. And there are things that you never liked that you will find enjoyable. But if you're so busy caught up in trying to please everybody else and caught up in trying to figure out what can I do to make him stop being mean to me? What can I do to make her stop being mean to me and stop abusing me? Stop talking down on me like I'm a dog. if I get to that point where if you get to that point where you start figuring out what's wrong with you, then you'll start realizing this is not okay. Love does not hurt. Love does not hurt. And one thing I have learned, everybody can't be wrong. If everybody is telling you the same thing, everybody can't be wrong. It's okay to start over. You know how many times I done had to start over? You know how many times I have lost everything I've had, everything my children have? You know how many times we have had to start over? And it's okay to start over. It's okay. But it's not okay to stay in a toxic relationship, in a dangerous relationship that if you're lucky, you'll escape with your life. But so often, that's not how it ends. That's not how it ends. Someone left in the comment section on the last video that they had a friend that was doing the exact same thing, and he eventually killed her. Your life is worth more than that. Love yourself to life, not to death. Love yourself enough to walk away. Love yourself enough to say, this is not right. Love yourself enough to say, I deserve better than this. And make the necessary steps to get out of it. There's so many things, so many numbers, there's so many groups that can help you. But there's even family and friends. Because one thing about it, if your families and friends are constantly telling you that somebody is no good and that's dangerous and you need to get away from them, 9 times out of 10, they will help you. Because they already see the writing on the wall. And your friends and your family every time the phone rings in the middle of the night, they're jumping, they're scared, they're panicking because they don't know if that's a call about you. No. It's not okay. It's not okay for someone to talk to you any kind of way and treat you any kind of way and beat you mentally and physically and spiritually and emotionally. It's not okay. Love yourself enough to want more, to want better. Love yourself enough to want to live and not die. Because if you're not careful, that's what's going to happen. I hate to say it like that, but a lot of these stories end in tragedy. And no, stop ignoring the red flags. Stop ignoring the red flags. Stop ignoring the red flags. I love y'all. I hope that if only one person hear what I'm saying, that they take it to heart and they will do what they have to do to get out of that situation safely. Like I said, if family and friends keep telling you, they see the writing on the wall. And I guarantee you, if they're coming to you saying it, they'll also help you execute a plan. I love you, my BSSTs. Please don't forget to like this video. Leave your comments down below. And please, please, please share this video. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all when? Tomorrow. Bye.